15 years ago, the Ranching Heritage Association started a tradition of honoring individuals who've made significant national contributions to the ranching and livestock industry. Just as the West's agricultural beginnings were carved out of those rough and rugged lands of New Mexico in the early 1600s, descendants of those pioneer families still today continue to build a rich heritage that makes the nation proud of its beginning. Pioneers whose families cherish the land, their livestock, their communities, and who feel an abiding respect for nature and its cycles. In 1978, the first Golden Spur Award was presented to New Mexico rancher Albert Mitchell, who set a standard of excellence, commitment, and dedication to the ranching and livestock industry, which other honorees have followed. Tonight, we continue that tradition and honor another rare and devoted individual, one who has literally and figuratively followed in the footsteps of the late Albert Mitchell. This evening, we pay tribute to Albert's daughter, Linda Mitchell Davis. Linda was nominated for the 1992 Golden Spur Award by the American National Cattlewomen in recognition of the many significant contributions she has made to our industry, both nationally and locally, and the traditions of family ranching excellence which she personifies. A fourth-generation rancher, Linda has been well acquainted with the hard work and demands of ranching life. She has often demonstrated by example to the media, the public, and all who know her the proud family tradition of ranching as a way of life. Roots of the ranching tradition run deep on both sides of the Davis family. Linda and her husband Les are both descendants of prominent New Mexico pioneer ranchers, and they are truly a ranching team, partners, leaders, and servants to our industry. Linda's father and mother, Albert and Julia Mitchell, were one of New Mexico's early pioneer ranching families. With the early loss of her mother, Linda's character was molded by her father. As a result, she possesses many of the fine qualities and characteristics of that very first Golden Spur Award recipient, Albert Mitchell. It was said that Albert was equally at home on horseback, piloting his own plane, serving in the New Mexico State Legislature, presiding as the 10th president of the New Mexico Cattle Growers Association, serving as president of American National Cattlemen's Association, or being a founder of the American Quarter Horse Association and the Cowboy Hall of Fame. Linda Davis has carried forward her father's tradition of dedication and commitment to serving the ranching and livestock industry. She has devoted her boundless energy to the promotion of beef and the ranching way of life. Linda's children are living examples of her philosophy of respect for the land, for livestock, and for nature, and cooperation, partnership, and education. A graduate of Cornell University, Linda encouraged her children to pursue a college education as well. And upon returning from college, her children's new ideas and concepts were integrated into the family's ranching and livestock operation. Linda's children, Randy, Warren, Julia, Kirk, Bruce, and Kimberly, along with their families, actively participate in the management of the CS Ranch. Each member of the family has assumed a unique role, contributing to the success of the ranch.
Our children are sixth-generation ranchers in New Mexico, and I think they love their heritage as much as we do, and they have a great pride in the cattle that we raise and the horses we raise. The CS has been known for good cattle and fine horses for many, many years.
Les calls Linda the best cowboy on the ranch. She's very interested in making sure that the over 200,000 acres of land and forage are used according to their strong suits in support of their 2,300 cow herd. The CS Ranch has implemented a rotational grazing program, moving the cattle from location to location using electric fences and following the cycles of nature. 35 quarter-horse broodmares produce horses for the ranch and for sale. In the late 1920s, some of the CS quarter horses were used as polo ponies. They were some of the best in the country. Horses are used extensively on the ranch, and 5 thoroughbred mares are kept for raising racing stock. The CS Ranch benefits from 1,700 acres of meadowland for hay. The Cimarron River, with its headquarters at Eagle Nest Lake, makes its way across the CS Ranch, supplying water for flood irrigating hay fields. Alfalfa and mixed grass fields usually provide 3 cuttings each year, enough hay for the ranch plus a fairly good cash crop. With Linda's children assuming most of the responsibilities of the ranch, Linda has had more time to pursue other projects that benefit the entire ranching industry. Her service in the national arena has won her praise, admiration, and respect from cattle producers coast to coast. And lots of folks back home in New Mexico, even 1 or 2 highway patrolmen, have come to know Linda as Mrs. Beef. Linda's leadership is of a feminine nature, tempered with the wisdom and heart of a grandmother. And New Mexico is proud to call Linda Davis one of its own, for she has unquestionably represented New Mexico's ranching community with the sort of charisma and charm that only she could provide. Being an industry leader has been a daily part of Linda's life, but she feels as at home on her cutting horse Freckles, named after that bull rider, Freckles Brown, as she does expressing her ideas about ranching and the beef industry in any meeting she attends. She's been a cowbell and a cattlewoman for more than 30 years, belonging to the national organization and then to the Silver Spur Local in 1983. Her cattlewoman life in New Mexico found her participating in many committees and projects on the national level, including working on the 1984 National Beef Cook-Off in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the Cattle Drive for Hunger since its inception.
Linda Davis represents something fine and special about the beef industry. She is a woman who has stepped into rather traditional male roles within the industry and is a strong and committed leader. She's been an inspiration to women throughout the beef industry and is truly a dynamic leader.
Linda was one of the original 113 members first appointed by the Secretary of Agriculture to serve on the Cattlemen's Beef Promotion and Research Board, the entity responsible for administering the nationwide $1 per head beef checkoff. Because of Linda's commitment to the beef industry and her untiring efforts, Beef Board leaders have placed her in many leadership positions.
Qualities of Linda Davis that I have come to appreciate are commitment, sincerity, steadfastness in what she believes is right, and honesty. You always know where Linda Davis stands. Her leadership on the Beef Board has been invaluable. She serves on the Executive Committee and chairs the important Research Committee of the Beef Board. I can't think of a more deserving person that this industry could honor with this National Golden Spur Award than Linda Davis. Congratulations, Linda.
In 1991, Linda was recognized as New Mexico's Cattleman of the Year, an award which her husband Les received in 1976 and her father years ago. Linda has been honored with the President's Service Award from the New Mexico Farm and Livestock Bureau, the Outstanding Leadership Award from New Mexico State University, and was nominated for the Governor's Award for Outstanding Women in New Mexico.
Very pleased that Linda was nominated as an outstanding individual for the Governor's Award of accomplishments by the great women of our state of New Mexico, and I'm sure she will be one of the top winners, and it'll be a pleasure again to make this award to Linda Davis for all of her accomplishments in working with the livestock industry and with rural New Mexico and all of New Mexico for that matter. And she really has made great contributions, and we're very proud to have her as a New Mexico citizen.
Linda's passed on the philosophy to her children that fortunate, respected, and capable people owe a debt to society which ought to be repaid. And Linda has certainly set the example. She serves numerous humanitarian organizations such as hospitals, scouting, and charities. When her children were growing up, Linda was active in 4-H activities, and today she serves on the New Mexico 4-H Foundation Board. Linda is also advisor to the Young Cattlemen's Committee of the New Mexico Cattle Growers Association. And Linda's love for history and Western art led her to serve on the National Cowboy Hall of Fame's Board of Trustees and the New Mexico Farm and Ranch Heritage Institute. She was also a charter member of the New Mexico Humanities Council and served on the original board of the Rio Grande Historical Collections. She also serves on the New Mexico U.S. West Advisory Board, New Mexico State University Livestock Industry Advisory Committee, Miners Colfax Medical Center Board of Trustees, Colfax County Fair Association, Museum of New Mexico Foundation, Easter Seal Society of New Mexico, and served as president of the Sangre de Cristo Girl Scouts Council. And then in her spare time, what she has of it, Linda enjoys cooking, canning, making jelly, listening to classical and Western music, the opera, and reading poetry and historical novels. The Golden Spur Award acknowledges Linda's significant contributions to the ranching and livestock industry. But then again, it's an expression of our industry's appreciation for her selfless service and dedication to preserving and improving the ranching tradition.
I consider myself one of the most fortunate people in the world to be involved with this family and her in particular, because she's just a wonderful, remarkable woman. And I know that I speak for all of my family in saying that we're just tremendously proud of her in everything that she does, and we think that she deserves the Golden Spur more than anybody, and we're so proud of her. Our congratulations and love to you, Mom.
This year we honor a tireless, dedicated, and efficient wife, mother, grandmother, community servant, and industry leader, Linda Mitchell Davis, as the 15th recipient of the Golden Spur Award. Linda Davis truly represents a selfless pursuit of a better world for ranchers and their families. Now, when this Golden Spur Award was started some 15 years ago, it went first to Albert Mitchell from northeast New Mexico. There have been 13 other honorees, a roll call of the best, who've led our ranching heritage that helped to build the West. They all made great contributions, but tonight I've got a hunch that when Albert Mitchell had a daughter, he beat the entire bunch. 'Cause from Cornell U to Santa Fe to the lake at Eagle Nest, Linda's mighty influential. Just ask her husband Les. So it's the lady from the Cimarron that we honor here tonight, who's been such a strong supporter of our beef promotion fight, that the nation's cattle women who know well what all she's done nominated Linda Davis for this award she now has won. And there's no one any finer, to our industry more true. Though she always credits others, Linda, this spotlight's on you. So thanks for all you've done to make our ranching heritage so grand, and how your family blazed the type of trail on which all our futures stand. First the father, now the daughter. They're the best of any crowd. Hats off to you, Miss Linda. You've sure done your daddy proud.